Hey everybody, this is Jeffrey Jansen. How's everybody doing today? Hope you all know that you matter and you're important. Alright, today is Tuesday, February 4th, 2020. And it is a motivational Tuesday. Yes, there was some snow in the air. Yes, it's a little nippy outside. But still a good day. It's a good day because we get to get up. We get to do what we need to do. We can accomplish small things that lead to bigger things for later on. I want each and every one of you to know that you should never look at a day as in negative. You never should look at a day where you don't matter, okay? Every day, I know we all got our demons, okay? We're all broken. In any way, shape, or form, we are all broken. That's who we are, okay? But sometimes you got to turn off all the negativity. You got to turn off the news. You got to get away from the people that tolerate you and they don't celebrate you. You got to do things that mean something for you. Okay? No, I'm not delivering mail. Why would I be delivering mail, Pete? What the heck? Anyway, so every day we're out there, you know, you got to be a person of your word. Okay? You got to be a person that sets out to accomplish something, anything, every day. Doesn't matter what it is. So I tell everybody, every day when you get up, make your bed. Simple task. At least you accomplish something. You know, one accomplishment can mean the difference between depression and anxiety. Okay? If you're going out there every day, it's really, really hard to do something big right away. Okay? If you want to make it big in life, if you want to make the money in life, if you want to be successful in life, it's all about the journey. It's all about the race. Not the start line, not the finish line, but the actual race. When you're going to get there and when you're going to be able to, you know, accomplish whatever goals you want. Now, one of the books I like to give, and I was talking to somebody about this yesterday, is I like to give a certain book and I go out and buy it because I like to, like I said, I like to do nice things for people every once in a while, but I like to buy the book The Dream Giver by Bruce Wilkinson. Now, I don't want people to look at it as religious or anything like that. I want you to look at it as in who you are and where you're coming from. We get around so many people every day in our life. They don't mean to be negative to us, but they are. Why? Because they didn't succeed where we are. They tried stuff and failed and they don't want us to fail. Or they tried stuff and failed and they don't want us to succeed. No matter what their reasoning is behind it, they're all going to sit there and stop you from doing what you want to do the most. And unfortunately in life, that's the reason why there's a lot of cures that have not been found yet. A lot of buildings that haven't been built. A lot of dreams go to the graveyard. And it's one of the speeches I give over is the graveyard. You know, if you want to find one of the wealthiest places in the world, go to a graveyard. Because dreams are lying in each one of those graves. You know, riches beyond belief that were never had are laying in each one of them. And the reason why is because people, you know, they just kept putting things off to the next day. It's like talking to our family members. It's like, oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Or I'll get around to it next week. Or I'll do it later. And what happens? Eventually, either they die or we die. And it's a fact of life. All these people that are suffering from drug addictions and, you know, alcoholism and gambling and stuff like that, they're going to stop tomorrow. But every day, there's always going to be a tomorrow. Until one day, they can't. Or one day, they're going to be in such peril that they're going to wish they would have stopped when they said they were going to stop. See, it's not the fact that you're going to stop today or tomorrow or the next day. It's the idea you got to do it now. If you're going to go out there and make something of yourself, you've got to plant the seeds today. Okay? Go over to California and look at the giant redwoods. Okay? Some of the tallest trees in the world. Been there for thousands of years. Growing and growing and growing. But guess what? It took time to get that big. And it started with a seed. Okay? I know in most people's Bibles and religions, they talk about a mustard seed. The littlest seeds start and they grow into these big, beautiful trees. Alright? One of the things that I got in the mail today is I got my dragon fruit seeds that I'm going to be doing a project with my daughter. And now you get, believe it or not, they're more like cactus, I guess you could say. They're part of the cacti family. And we're going to plant those, and I want people to watch how things grow. Okay? And then there's one other story that I really like, and it talks about, what was it? I think it's a bamboo shoot. Okay? A farmer plants a seed in the ground. The thing about it is, this bamboo will not grow for 5 years. You won't see anything of it. You won't hear it. You won't, nothing. It's in the ground for 5 years, okay? So he waters it every day, sunlight. Everybody comes around like, why on earth are you wasting a time with that bamboo? He goes, because it's going to be the biggest someday. And nobody believes him because it's not coming. Nobody can see it. He's having faith that the seed that he planted will grow. But he has to water it every day. He's got to have sunlight on that spot every day. He's got to take care of it every day. He's got to make sure the weeds don't get around it every day. In other words, you have to care for it. Your faith in whatever it is, whether it's people, whether it's God, faith in yourself, this goes with you too. You have to feed yourself. You have to water yourself. You have to grow yourself. You have to become bigger than who you are. Then after the 5th year, right? Now this is actually a true thing, okay? Not really a true story, but a true thing. The bamboo shoots up, dead up in the sky. It just, all of a sudden, when you wake up the next morning, and all of a sudden you got this 6-7 foot big old thing outside that you grew, okay? Now what happened? Well, because you took care of it, because you nurtured it, because it was important to you, and because you gave it love and caring, it shot up to be something great. And what's that sound like? It sounds like our children. Every day as they're growing, we've got to water them. We've got to feed them. We've got to care for them. We got to protect them, okay? It's our friends every day. We got to care for them, whether it's because sometimes they don't care about themselves. Sometimes they don't care about, what's going on around them. And one doesn't spring up. So that's what ideas are like. That's what motivation is. You can't just count on one. You've got to plant a whole bunch. And then you have to give it time. You have to nurture it. You have to grow it. If you want to know what motivation is, motivation is each one of us. That's what motivation is. So after 5 or 6 years of this tree blooming up, I'm sorry, I've been hitting some dead areas, and I apologize. But that's what you've got to learn when you're going throughout life. I know sometimes what I say is like a kid falling on deaf ears. It's like, my gosh, Dad's talking again. But guess what? We've learned through trial and error. I've been down probably more times than most people. I've probably been kicked so hard. And it was hard for I knew a long time ago to have a very, very strong support structure. I knew I had a very strong family. I knew that not everybody in my family was going to always agree with the stuff I did. And yes, I failed time and time again. I messed up time and time again. But I never let anything hold me down. And if there's one thing that I can teach my daughter and teach my friends, if there's one thing that I can get out to people, is every day, don't give up. Every day, keep pushing. Okay? Plant that seed. Let it stay in the ground. Okay? Let it be part of who you become. Let it be part of you. Okay? And then when it does sprout, I'm hoping you planted other seeds along with it. So now you've got rows and rows of different ideas, rows and rows of different things that you can do. You've got just going to fall on blank ears. It's not going to fall on deaf ears. Sorry. It's not going to be just something. It's because you nurtured it and cared for it. Each and every one of you are important. I think the world of you. I'm picking up my little angel right now. Hope you all have a great day. God bless everybody. We'll see you soon. I'm Jeffrey Jansen. Be good, everybody.